Yo, what's up guys? Mayor Mass here and welcome back to another video. So today, we're going to be talking about Nova Online, and before we get into that, please make sure to like the video and subscribe to the channel because we are so close to 1K and all the help is going to be appreciated. So before we get into anything else when it comes to Nova, I want to address the biggest elephant in the room, which isn't him for once. It's the passing of his Uncle Drew. So one day, Nova posted something on his TikTok saying, "Hey all, my uncle died, and I'm not going to be posting anything today." Just completely out of nowhere with the uncle died highlighted to really emphasize the seriousness of the situation, and everybody at first thought that this was some kind of hoax. So everybody went looking far and wide, and it ended up to be true, sadly. And this is basically confirmed when somebody in his comments was asking him, like, didn't you hate him, Nova? And Nova was like, doesn't mean I didn't love him still. It's actually really sad because him and Uncle Drew were really close at one point to where Drew was calling him his spud, his little spud. It honestly reminds me of myself and my nephew, how everybody calls him Germ. It's just a really wholesome interaction. It seems like a real common thing that uncles do, I guess, giving their nephews a little wholesome nickname like that, kinda. And it's sad that they weren't this close anymore just because of TikTok and Nova being so influenced by it. And a lot of you might be asking throughout this video, Menace, why aren't you giving Nova a little bit of leeway? His uncle just passed away. Go a little bit easy on him at least. And to that, I say no. Because this man has tarnished his whole uncle's reputation on TikTok, or has at least tried to for the last couple of years since Uncle Drew's been a part of the conversation. Another real hefty discovery that everyone has found out about Nova recently, or Solidus at least has found out about Nova, is his Quora account, or old Quora account, because it goes by one of Nova's older usernames, Nick Nyadine. God, that is some Shadowblade sounded shit like Cyrax. One of the sections under this Quora account, as you can see at the bottom, was teens and diapers, and the ages was 13 to 19. That is disturbing. A bunch of basically young adults hanging out with minors and talking about age regression. Really gotta wonder what Nova was doing in there at the age of 17. Because yeah, he's 17. He's a minor at this time, right? But 17 is right around the corner to 18. Who knows what he was doing on here, just lurking for his first victim or his first few victims. Who knows how many people have come into contact with Nova. And Nova's a real ballsy dude for keeping this account up, because there's some real gnarly searches in here, like how to go pee in your diaper, or how to have his mom change his diaper, or some shit similar to that. Just real Andy Ditch levels of degeneracy at this point. Oh wait, here's the other post. How do I get my mom to put me in diapers at 17? I'm scared to tell her that I like diapers. What the fuck am I looking at? And what is even worse is that there's 3 answers under that. Who knows if they're legit answers or not, but the fact that people wanted to answer this question is bonkers. I brought it up briefly in my last video, but Nova's been having this crazy spending habit. Don't know with what money, but he's doing it. And not only is he buying expensive items, he's buying accessories to those expensive items.
So, I have had the PlayStation Portal for a little bit now, and today I'm going to be sharing my experiences and my thoughts on the PlayStation Portal. Now, my first impressions on it is, this thing is actually very, very comfortable to hold, but when you're like laying down and playing it, and you're like playing like this, it feels a little bit awkward. So, I like this thing, but it's not perfect. Let's start with the pros. So, first the pros being you can easily play your PS5 anywhere you go. I'm actually going to connect it to my PS5 right now. Right now I have it on WWE 2K25. And I love that you can play it on your home Wi-Fi network as long as you're within range of your PS5. So I think it's pretty cool for that part. Now, the cons. This, you know that you do have to have a PS5 to have this. So it's not a standalone console. So if you just wanted the PS Portal but not a PS5, then this is not for you. But also, the cons. Sometimes it is pretty awkward to hold when you're laying down. And also, the responsiveness is not the best. So, like, the actual PS5 responsiveness versus the PS5's responsiveness itself versus the PS Portals is not the best either. There's like about a quarter to a half of a second delay when in responsiveness to the actual PS5. But all in all, if you're looking to play games like Spider-Man 2, Cyberpunk 2077, Astrobot, or even Pac-Man World Repack, one of my favorite rebooted games in the world, then this is for you. But if you want to play games like Fortnite, Tekken 8, or Marvel vs. Capcom Infinite, I would suggest skipping this because fighting games are not really meant for the PS Portal. Those are my thoughts. NovaOnline's, signing off.
Nova goes on about the PS Portal and its pros and cons, and to be honest, it's really just an overall useless console in my opinion, because why the hell would anybody want to just be in another room as their PS5's on? It just doesn't make sense to me. I mean, yeah, you could have like a gaming room and then you want to game in your own room, but what is even the point of the PS Portal? I'm gonna be honest with y'all. If it's not like the Switch where you can leave the house with it, where you can play games on demand, like if you're shopping or something and you just want to like play games while you're out, I don't know, some random stuff, random scenario, it's just completely useless, to be honest. It doesn't really add anything to the PS5. It's just kind of like, you can play games in another room. Oh, cool. Nova brings up how the PS Portal is kind of slow compared to his PS5, where there's a little delay, a few second delay, and I honestly feel like that's just because of a terrible internet connection, but who knows? Sometimes faulty technology comes out when companies make them, but I'm leaning towards more of a terrible Wi-Fi connection because look at Nova's house, man. There's no way that they got anything good going off the router. It's probably 10 years old. On top of Nova going through turmoil over his uncle, or not so much turmoil at all, to be honest, because it just seems like he's unaffected by it now, really. He goes on and he's in turmoil about finding new content. So now he's talking about bringing back the cooking videos.
Hey 18 plus fans, so I want to bring the cooking videos back because cooking is something that I actually enjoy. I'm gonna stop Bowling Alley Eats, I'm gonna stop the mocktails, I'm not even gonna do cocktails, but hey, I want to focus this page on doing things I actually enjoy. Food reviews, karaoke, Pokemon cards, and cooking. But I need ideas for recipes. I know I'm gonna do a video on chicken Florentine. I've got the white wine, I gotta get the chicken, I gotta get the spinach and tomatoes. But hey, 18 plus fans, let me know what you want to see me cook. And it's gotta be something that requires some work, so no peanut butter and jelly and stuff. Like, stuff that requires actual work. So basically nothing frozen or pre-made. Easy stuff. That's not that easy. Fuck. Why did I say that? But I want my cooking videos to be stuff that's not easy, but not too hard either. So let me know.
Nova's really talking about these cooking videos like he's got some skill. a couple months back, he wasn't even able to make some beef stroganoff. Nova, if I were to ask you to make me a beef Wellington, you would somehow get the breading inside of the steak and be like, how the fuck did I do that? And to that, nobody would even know. And if I'm gonna be honest, Nova really needs to stop making food related content in general. Not only because he sucks at cooking or sucks at reviews, but he's getting hefty to a point where it's gonna be lethal soon. And Nova's been buying some new shirts to accommodate for this, but the new shirts aren't even making him look that much better either, because some of the new shirts are fucking see-through. Dude's looking like one of them see-through bags, and they're just ready to pop at the point where it's tied. It's like he's got a goldfish in a bag, and the goldfish is forcing its way out, and the tie just wasn't good enough. It's just about to pop. I know that this video was kind of a short one. I got kind of a little bigger one coming soon. So I really hope you guys enjoyed this video. Please make sure to like the video and subscribe to the channel as we are on our way to 1K. And on this Sunday for Lolcow Laugh Line, we're going to be setting up a bunch of fun events and stuff for episode 10. And I'm going to have some special announcements related to the show that day. So we all really hope to see you there. And as always, love y'all.